Hi everybody, I've got a new book for you today. It's new to me as well. It's called Astro and it's by Ken Wilson Max, and I bought it because my daughter loves science and loves space and couldn't believe it when I told her that she could train to be an astronaut if she wanted to be, and that's why I bought this book. Astrid had loved the stars and the space ever since she could remember. I want to be an astronaut, Astrid told her best friend Jake as they gazed up at the stars together. Will you bring me an asteroid when you come back from space? Asked Jake. Of course I will, Jakey. I want to be an astronaut, Astrid said to her at breakfast. Are you sure? Papa asked. You'll have to go round and round the earth in your spaceship. He swung her around. I can do that, Astrid giggled. What about eating food out of a tube or a packet every day? I can do that, said Astrid, munching a cereal bar. OK, Astro girl, you'll also have to get used to near zero gravity. Papa threw her up in the air. I can do that all day long, laughed Astrid. What about all the science experiments? Asked Papa. Could you do those, my star princess? Easy peasy, said Astrid as they made her favourite spaceship cookies. Well, will Space Cadet like you be able to sleep on your own among all those stars? Papa asked. I think that will be very hard, but I'll do it, Astrid whispered. At last it was the day that they were going to fetch Mama in the car. Astrid wore her favourite space t-shirt. At the airbase, they moved to the front of the crowd just in time for the doors to open, and out walked 3 people. Mama, shouted Astrid, and they hugged and she gave her mum a big kiss. Mama, I missed you. I want to be an astronaut just like you. You're my hero. And this is what Astrid found when she read all the books that she could about being an astronaut. The word astronaut comes from 2 Greek words, astron, meaning star, and nauts, meaning sailor. American astronaut Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first to land on the moon in the lunar module Eagle on the 20th of July in 1969. The first animal to go into orbit was Laika the dog, and she was on board the Soviet Sputnik 2 spacecraft on the 3rd of November in 1957. Valentina Tereshkova from Russia was the first woman in space in 1963. Shannon Matilda Wells-Lucid from the USA set the record for the longest time spent in space by a woman, and that was 188 days. That was in 1966. And May Carol Jemison was the first African-American woman in space in 1992. Helen Sharman was the first British astronaut and the first woman to visit the Mir space station in 1991. Kalpana Chawla was the first woman of Indian origin in space in 1997. And then we've got some facts about space food. Space food is usually dried so that it won't leak or spill or cause any damage to machines. Fruit and bread and nuts are okay as they are. And then it tells us that astronauts train underwater to create the feeling of floating in space. I love that book. I like the story where the little girl gets to believe she can be anything. And then we find out her mum's an astronaut. And then I like the facts at the end. So, perfect book for me. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.